Good afternoon. In this video, we're going to go over this week's options watch list. Before I get into the watch list, if you're not in the room, you can find the link in the description of the video and in my bio section of social media accounts. Also, please like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Now, looking at the put to call ratio right now, it's right in the middle. It's nothing exciting. Now, economic calendar for the week. Kind of got a busy week, I think. I looked at it yesterday. Yeah, we get ISM manufacturing at 10 o'clock on Monday. Tuesday, we don't really have anything. Wednesday, we have ISM services and JOLTS job openings at 10 o'clock on Wednesday. Thursday, we have unemployment claims, and Friday, we have a bunch of stuff, unemployment rate, consumer sentiment, and yeah, so got a little bit of data coming out this week. Nothing too exciting, but yeah, hopefully we'll get some movements. We got stuff going on with Venezuela. Who knows what's going to happen with that? SPY just seems to love conflict and war, so who knows? SPY could end up going back up to all-time high, but we'll keep an open mind. I want to look at the weekend Wall Street to see if the market is, they're saying it's down already, so I don't know. We'll see if that actually happens. Sometimes weekend Wall Street will say the market's down, and when the futures opens up, it's gapped up. So I'm not going to put any weight into that. I'll just wait to see what happens at 6, see how the futures opens up. I don't know if it's going to gap down and gap up on the Venezuela news or whatever, but we're going to keep an open mind on SPY. You know, it gets underneath the 680. It's got room to fill a gap down here at 673. Gets underneath the 670. We got 665, 660, 655, 650. 650 will be a big area. So, assuming it drops. If it doesn't, I would watch it over 684. If it pushed to 686, we get a gap fill up here at 690, and we get up to 690. I mean, we're going to be so close to all-time high. I would think that we would retest all-time high and possibly push to 695 or 700. Now, the thing to keep an eye on is VIX. Now, VIX has gotten low again, especially with all the things that's going on in the world. VIX at being at 1450 doesn't really seem right. VIX should be up higher than what it is, but VIX doesn't care what I think or what anybody else thinks. It's going to do what it wants. So VIX could easily get smashed back down to 13 or 12. But I would think that VIX is going to pop this week with just the Venezuela news, but I don't know. We'll see. Right now, it's just there's not much volatility. So yeah, I don't know about VIX. I mean, it is very, very low. We could end up popping, but who knows? We could grind down to $13 before we even pop. So I'm not gonna put much effort or watch into the VIX. I mean, unless it gets under 13, then that may be something to watch. But something I would watch is Netflix. Weekly, it is very oversold on the weekly, down to 30. I would watch it over. See, 95 is pretty far away because it doesn't really move that much like it used to because of the reverse split. But I would watch it over 92, push to 94, 95. And we get over this 95 area, we definitely could see a push to 97 or even 100 on Netflix. So watch for a bounce on Netflix. It's very, very oversold. I think we could end up seeing a bounce on Netflix. So Apple weekly does not look very good. You get a head and shoulders. You get the left, the head, and the right shoulder. We get underneath the 267. We'll round down to 267. We could see a pretty good drop. We got a gap to fill down here at 254. We could drop down to 250 on on Apple. So watch the head and shoulders on Apple on the daily and weekly. BIDU had a massive gap up, and usually when BIDU has these gap ups, they end up selling off shortly after. So I would watch for BIDU to possibly sell off. So I would watch it underneath. On 145. Definitely going to fill that gap, but that's pretty far away from 150. That's $5. That's a whole daily range, and it doesn't usually move that much. An extreme range is about $5. So I'd watch it underneath 149, 148 for push down to 145 to gap support, and it loses gap support. We're going to end up filling the gap. So BIDU, watch for that to possibly fill the gap on that. Costco's another one. I can't believe Costco's actually oversold on the weekly. I don't remember the last time we've seen Costco even oversold at all. So to me, I would definitely watch Costco. I would say over 860. Get to 860, probably going to push to 875, 880. We get over 880, that's going to change the structure. So probably going to shoot to 900 on that. So we break that structure right here, we're going to end up shooting to 900, even 920 on that Costco. So definitely keep an eye on that. Like I said, that I don't even know when the last time it was oversold on the weekly. Down here over here, which was 2022, and look, it bounced right up quickly. So Costco, I don't think it's going to go anywhere. Well, obviously it's not going to go anywhere, but there we go. Yeah, I think it'd be a good opportunity for Costco. Now Meta, on the other hand, Meta and Microsoft is something I'd be keeping an eye on. Underneath 640. It's underneath 640. Maybe the AI craze is starting to wither away. Who knows? But if it gets under 640, we could definitely see 630, 620, possibly even 600 on that. Because we ramped up on the weekly. We dropped, we bounced up, we dropped again. Now we've back tested this 700 area right here, and we rejected it. So I think that we're going to end up going down further on Meta. So definitely watch underneath 640 on that. Microsoft, pretty much the same thing. It dropped, came back, and retested this 495 area right here, or it dropped, breakdown area, and it gets underneath this 470. We definitely could see more of a drop. I know the hourly is pretty oversold, so we might bounce a little bit to cool off the RSI before going lower. So we could bounce to 475, then come back down to 470 and break it. So if we break this 470, 465 area, we definitely could see 450. Basically every $10 on that. It's got room to drop down to 400, but I don't know if it'll drop that much. I mean, 450 is probably the area I would target if we lose 470 on that. So a couple things to watch for this week. That's pretty much it, and we'll just take it day by day based on what the pre-market shows us, and that's what I like to do, because I don't like to try to predict what's going on, because anything can happen at any time, and I just prefer just to look at what pre-market did in the morning and just go off from that. And to me, I think that's just the better way to do it. So with that said, thanks for watching.